Well, good, great, wonderful Monday morning. And here we go into a whole new week. We already kind of kicked it off yesterday with this is how you then should pray, and looking at our Father which art in heaven. We're going to jump right in today. I'm just going to let you know things look different. And that's because we're sitting in a motel in Branson, Missouri, and enjoying some other days of vacation. So we had vacation, business, and back to vacation. So we're in the beautiful little town, the rolling hills of Branson, Missouri, and we're looking at a meditation on the hard sayings of Jesus. So the background's going to be different, and now you know why. I'm also warning you that our normally well-behaved puppy Oliver may make a whine or a bark, and so be on alert to see if you can detect the sound of Oliver the Morky Poo. So without any further ado, we are going to then jump right in to a meditation on the hard sayings of Jesus. And we're going to be focusing this week on the Lord's Prayer. We've already said this then is how you should pray. Our Father which is in heaven. And we get our focus lifted up off of this earth, up into this vertical relationship, up into the heavens. He is the creator of heaven and the earth. So, here's the prayer. This then is how you should pray. It's a model prayer. Let's not restrict our prayer simply to saying these phrases. Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. So on and so forth. And just saying that once or twice or 15 times as rapidly as we can. We've fallen prey to not the model prayer, but simply a religious prayer. So it's a model prayer. This then is how you should pray. Our Father which art in heaven. And here's the next part. Hallowed be your name. Hallowed, set apart, different. Isn't it interesting that in the 10 Commandments, the first 4, or actually 5, deal with a vertical relationship with those who generate life? Parents get to partner with God in the generation of life. And the 5th command has to do with mother and father. The first 5 commands have to do with this vertical relationship and this working and cooperating together with God that parents are included in according to the 5th commandment. But buried in the first 4 is, do not take the name of your Lord in vain. Don't take the name of the Lord your God in vain. When we treat his name as a slander, as a slang, when we reduce his name to something small and peppered into our worst kind of speech, we're in a place of the opposite of hallowed be your name. We're in the place then of common or dragged through the gutter is your name. The idea of hallowed, set apart, excuse me, very special. Some have made the name of God so special, on the other hand, that they don't want to even take the letter O and put it in between the letter G and D, and so they put an underscore there. And it's the idea of avoiding pronouncing the name of God out of a fear that it will become too common. That's probably on the other end of the spectrum. What if we were simply to frequent the name of the Lord, but to treat his name with such reverent respect, such loving respect, that it gives us goosebumps when we think about him, that it has a warm and emotional feeling when we think about him. Hallowed, other than any other name. In the New Testament, we hear this connected with Jesus. He's been given a name above every other name. that at the name of Jesus every knee shall bow, every tongue confess, to the glory of the Father. Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed, set apart, very different. Name and nature go hand in hand. And so declaring his name, declaring the revelation of his nature. And so we can encounter Yahweh Nissi, Yahweh Ropheka, Yahweh Shammah. And we get these names in the Old Testament that are revelations of his nature. Abraham received revelation of his nature. Moses received revelation of his nature. Hallowed be your name. One of the things that I like to do when I focus upon how hallowed is his name is to go through the different titles and different names that have been given of the name of the Lord throughout the Old Testament, and his nature, what is revealed through that name. This model prayer opens the door for us to spend about 5 minutes just focused upon how lovely, different, unique, special, broad, and full his name is, because it's a revelation of his nature. Our Father which art in heaven, this is then how you should pray. Our Father which art in heaven. We already covered that model part. Hallowed be your name. I like to have the challenge of taking 5 minutes, just 5 minutes, and praying, thanking and praising and worshiping over the idea of his name, how he has been revealed, the attributes and characteristics of his name, and just spend time in his presence, not over familiarizing, bringing him down and making him low, but exalting him, lifting him up, and realizing, recognizing, and declaring just how amazing, how high and how great is his name. Well, that'll give you something to think about today, expand upon, and carry into your prayer closet. It's a great thing to meditate upon the names of the Lord. You could probably Google the names of the Lord in the Old Testament. I bet you could find quite a list. I'm going to leave you with it. Lord bless you. His grace and his peace be upon you. We'll see you tomorrow from Branson, Missouri. Until then, grace and peace.